Greetings and welcome to FactionMasters Season 6, Game 10. We have the Battle of the Boosts for you. Savanna Elves being played by PetarPvZ, going up against the Swamp Orcs of Champ. And I am joined by Peter for the commentary. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, I'm glad to be here.
So coming in with Savanna Elves, what's your play style? How do you approach this faction?
Well, it's a bit weird. We are both sort of. You sit back, you boost yourself, you let your opponent come to you, and you just kind of wait to smack them for a lot in one turn. That's how I usually play. I prefer playing economy pretty much every game. But this game, not so much. Particularly how Champ played. He sort of forced me to take the initiative. You're gonna see it's a short game, but it's very interesting. Like, Champ played really well.
Okay, I can tell by the length of the scroll bar on the log. This will not be a long one. But yeah, let's get it started. We'll see how we do here. So protecting the lioness, giving it boosts. Oh, actually boosting the archer to hit the bog shaman, I see.
Yeah, you can pause it after the first turn.
Sure.
Here. So, there's nothing too much interesting about this. It's just kind of forcing him to come to me, because I think it's generally whoever goes on the offense first has a disadvantage. I was really happy with my starting hand. I had both Chant of Weaving and Mini Mumway in my hand, and Mini Mumway, while it's not a card you play, like I have somewhere in between 350 to 400 Savanna Elves games that I played, and I've played him about 3 times in all of those games. And
Wow.
once seriously. The other 2 times when I played him, I was playing against Crimson Order, and I was so far ahead on Magic. I saw that I won the game, so I wanted to play around a little bit, and that's it. I played him once seriously, and he won me 1 game, that one time. Well, that was like when I started playing online. Uh, so, but he's really good because you don't have to think about whether you discard him or not. He's basically just like a event that says discard to get 1 magic. And that's not bad in a sense that you don't have to think about it, because with Savanna Elves, I rarely play champions. This game I did play Makinda, but honestly, I usually prefer to just play an archer, because for the whole game I'm kind of hurting for magic, when I'm usually not with the Savanna Elves. Just because everything you have 2, 2, 2, and 1 cost for commons, and then like paying 5, especially because it's 5. Usually with Savanna Elves, you want to have 4 magic, or 3, but preferably 4. And also the only thing I sort of didn't like was Chant of Power being in my first hand. Now that is nice, but I usually don't prefer to start with it, because if you draw another one, it can get really bad. If I have 2, I usually try to play 1, but I don't like wasting them. But
Okay. Well, let's go on and we'll see how Champ responds. Looks like he'd rather take some inactivity damage than let you shoot at his comments again.
now here you can pause it. This turn, when I saw this, I got pretty scared just because of how much he can do. With 2 boosts and 4 magic, he can play Merge and play any champ. And what I figured when I saw his play in his discard, I figured he already started with a merge, probably a champion. One of the cards he discarded was a champion, not champ, the player. And I was right when I asked him after the game if he did have it, a champion and a merge on the first turn. He did. Uh, but I was definitely happy. So my worry here is if I play McKingdom and we're up to Divine Mancer, she could miss with an archer. It's either 2 or 3 damage, so about 50-50 there. Uh, Maybe not in the dice, but from experience, that's how it usually ends up. It's either 2 or 3 damage. And then he just summons Blub and really beats up McKingdom pretty bad. Or even just summons a witch, plays summons a couple of guys. I have this spirit mage in my hand. I was thinking about making kind of like he did a passive play, also making a passive play, just sacrificing the spirit mage to shoot at like his 10 health gate or at Muglug. And for example, if I had shot at the 10 health gate, it kind of got me that he could just play Glurp, kill my Spirit Mage, and then have place a Vine Gate where that Spirit Mage was, and then have a basically Glurp is then in a pretty safe spot. He has a gate on my side of the field. He can move up, especially if he has a gate in his hand. And I was just scared because he can basically do anything. It didn't really matter. He could do anything. There was also the fact he had 4 magic and 3 summoning spots open. He could just summon 3 guys, take it back, build boosts, then advance. And I was like, I gotta kill something. So I was like, I had to go for it. Uh, I did move up, and I tried to protect Makinda a little bit so he at least couldn't kill her in 1 turn. And this is where Chant of Power kind of comes in nice, but I also had 2 Rhinos and a Spirit Mage, and I really, really hate discarding Rhinos. I rarely do that, but this time, for example, I had to. So I was still hurting for magic throughout most of the game, but I did manage. I basically just had enough at the end. You can keep going.
Okay. Got the Vinemancer.
This was really nice.
A little bit of damage on Muglug. It always feels good if you kill a unit that has boost on it. You feel like you really denied the enemy some key resources. So Champ,
Especially the Vinemancer.
yeah.
Definitely the most dangerous.
Bog Shaman's in the back, keeping him safe. Muglug in the front.
Exactly what I was worried about.
Yep.
This is exactly what I was worried about. So I'm really glad I did manage to kill it Vinemancer. And probably the most important role of the game is here, which I mean, when I'm saying it, it's pretty obvious the Spirit Mage is going to shoot the Vinemancer for a 3 out of 3. That I didn't expect, and it was really, really good for me. And here, I'm just kind of retreating a little bit, more or less a feigned retreat, because it puts him in a bad spot. Whether if he attacks, I just counterattack and kill him. If he returns, I chase him down. That's pretty much it.
No Vinemancer to pull Muglug back. See an opportunity here.
Since he drew 11 cards at the start of the game to have three. He had 2 Vinemancers in those. If to have 3 or 4, it happens, but not all the time. I mean, I did draw. I discarded a Rhino and drew another Rhino, so I had 3 Rhinos pretty early, but still. Had to discard 1, unfortunately. I probably should have discarded more. And that's what I was thinking about, but usually I'm a little stingy when it comes to the discards. When I play Savanna Elves, I usually discard the champions, a gate, chant of weaving, one or two copies, and then like 2 to 3 alliances, and then I play everything else. And it usually turns out well. I basically play if I play like a rhino and an archer, I try to kill 2 cards that turn. Then I have 2 magic. It's hard for the opponent to kill everything, and then I just kind of he kills one of my cards, I kill 2 of his cards, and I keep doing that until he runs out of cards, and it usually works out.
Okay, let's continue. See how you respond. Blocking off those summoning spots, and Bua getting very close to the action here, but he seems
Yeah.
safe.
It's my favorite when I can get him when I'm playing him aggressively. That is my favorite. They're kind of built to be defensive. They work out really well, but I love playing them aggressively. That's probably my favorite playstyle with them.
Here's Blub from the Emerge. And using the rush to get around your Rhino. Muglug doesn't have a lot useful to
it was
do.
a bit interesting with you can actually you can pause it.
Sure.
The gameplay was interesting, and his response was also interesting. I kind of forced him. Again, he was kind of like one of the retreated that turn. Again, kind of a bad position because he left Makinda alone. She's on 9 life, so it's hard for him even with Muglug. Oh yeah, and I was watching him while he was. It wasn't a live game, but I was watching him while he was playing since we finished it pretty fast since we started. It was like we both had like half an hour off of our timers off. So I saw in one of his turns while he was thinking about what to do, he just played played a witch, and moved it next to Mugluk with 1 boost. So I figured, oh, he has Sow in his hand. So that's what I figured. And I was thinking, can Witch and Sow kill Makinda? And I was looking at it the way I was positioned. Uh, had had he done that, first of all, it's not guaranteed that he kills Makinda. And second of all, I was basically betting on either Makinda or that rhino that he just killed surviving, because I had probably it's my favorite event in the deck, maybe even my favorite card in the deck, Chant of Growth, and with that I could have brought the rhino back to Mugluk without much of an issue, if I didn't count the spaces wrong, to attack Mugluk very harshly with both the way Makinda is. Mugluk has to move in, and he would have had to get shot by Upwet both the rhino. Depends on where he stands. Obviously, if he had a Vine Mancer, he could have pulled him back, which would have been interesting. But it was very rough. The positioning, I mean, positioning wise, it wasn't the best. So I was kind of forcing him into making a bad move. And I kind of forgot about Blub, that he could potentially one-shot a rhino. So he could have went for it. But it would have been tough. Makinda does have 9 life, and melee dice is nice, but it could definitely, even in 10 dice, you miss a couple and that's it. So that was basically sort of my thinking.
Okay, so we've got Abuashi with a couple boosts to give. Is he just saving them up?
Oh yeah. Very crucial for Obwise to always have that 1 boost. It's super important. That's one of the reasons why I love Spirit Mages. Even when you're making a passive play or you just need to buy time, you can always move Abwa boost the Spirit Mage, and then move the Spirit Mage and boost Abo with the Spirit Mage, you're basically just one boost up, since the Spirit Mage will still have the one boost it entered with, and Abo now has one boost. And this, and that's also one of the reasons why I love Chant of Growth, because kind of like right here, when I play it, I boost both Makinda and Abwa, and then I move Abwa to give Makinda an additional boost. I really love it, because without Chant of Growth, the Savanna Elves would be kind of. I mean, kind of like Swampworks without So. It wouldn't be. I don't know. I think it makes it more interesting to me. It makes you. It allows a lot more interesting plays to happen. I rarely discard Chant of Growth, but sometimes I have to. I really do love that. I love the event.
Okay. Well,
Because it
let's.
plays like this.
Yeah. Shall we continue?
Here, yeah, sure. I mean, it's pretty simple. I have one magic, which is basically just for Chant of Power, and like I have no choice. If I retreat, I'm figuring I'm losing the game. That's it. So might as well.
7 and then 6.
Hope I roll well.
Yeah.
I think it was like on the dice simulator about a 75% chance for this. I'm not sure. I think it was something around that.
Yeah, worth the odds for sure. And I think Abu is dead if you fail. So that's just the game either way right there.
No, that wasn't. I knew that.
Yeah. Well, it was a good opportunity. And Swamp Orc offensive is
I mean,
dead before it even begins.
if I retreat, like the momentum is all his. There's not much I can. I could like kill the gate and the witch, like move all the way back one space, move McKinda back, kill the gate, shoot Mug, kill the witch. Pharaoh gets some magic and all that, but he already has like four. Like that, he would have 3 commons left on the field. Yeah, I was like, and who knows when I'm gonna get another good chance. I have a great shot right here. Just go for it. And especially if you already moved the up, well, you don't move them always up to the 4th, almost to the enemy side of the field. Might as well go for it.
Yeah, paid off for you for sure.
Oh yeah. I definitely like playing aggressive like this with the Sand Elves. You don't get to always do it. But also, it's nice also for the surprise value thing. I don't think the opponent really expects Upwood to get moved on honestly anywhere close to where he is right now. So that's definitely
All right.
definitely pay
Well played, and congratulations, Peter. Any final thoughts here?
Honestly, well, first of all, with me and Chimp, I was I didn't know about Chimp. I think this is the first game we played. I'm not so sure. But I saw that they were up against DQI next. And I was like, oh, okay, so. Well, I could try to win this one, but I'm probably not gonna win that other one. I actually recently watched that. I think he was in the semifinals previous FactionMasters that he kind of died to a really unlucky roll. Like what was it? A 12 damage. There was like a 2% chance to kill
it
when
was
he
a
was
much
playing against
smaller
the
chance
Adrian.
than yours. Yeah, I looked it up again on the dice odds
Well,
just now.
true,
You had a 75%
true, but
chance to
if
win.
you
Yeah.
it is true that I had 75% chance to win. That is true, but that would really hurt him and kind of forced him into a bad spot was that Vine Mence. First of all, both of his Vine Mencers dying. One dying
Yeah.
to Makinda on turn 3,
This one
and the
here.
other one dying to the Spirit Mage at a 3/3 range. Now, greater chances, but it hurt a lot. That really did hurt him a lot. Not having a Vine Mancer.
Yeah.
I wasn't even planning on that. It it that really turned out well for me. That was maybe even more important than this. I mean, obviously, then rolled. If I didn't get it, I would have lost. But I wouldn't even had the chance for that and for the end result. had that FactionMasters survived.
All right.
Uh, Definitely a more I've kind of played this. I've played this matchup more than once, and s- one time it was against, I think it was Devlin Fish, if I'm not mistaken. We both kind of played economy, and I won on economy in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, there was a time where the opponent just comes into my side of the field and just smacks me and kills me. That also happens. So it's a bit of an interesting matchup. Both factions.
Yeah,
Uh,
I feel like the jungle elves, or I'm sorry, I should say Savanna elves. They've got more mobility. The swamp orcs, they can hit harder, but you have to bring the swamp with you. It's hard to muster all these units, and you don't always have a lot of extra movement tricks to kind of bring them along when Muglug advances.
yeah, you have the drudgers, which are really
Mm-hmm.
nice. I don't know if he didn't draw them or didn't have anywhere to put them. I'm assuming he didn't draw them. Uh, uh, which was unfortunate for him. Uh, those guys can be really annoying because they can kind of counter chant of power
Mm-hmm.
when you want to make it. Uh, but they also do have. That's where they usually take the initiative in this matchup. Uh, they do also have 5 gates, so they're more likely to draw that gate. That's why I was also kind of worried. For example, on that second turn again, if I waited back, he had already 2 commons. Then even if he doesn't play a champion, he plays 3 more commons, starts coming up at me. Probably has a gate. I mean, for example, he did play a gate. When he did like a little advance.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it yeah, it's pretty nasty. I've had them. I had that especially. That usually does happen. Muglook does it like a little advance,
Mm-hmm.
moves up just a bit, and then he starts moving in and with 1 or even 2 gates, and it can be really nasty. That's one of the reasons, for example, that turn when I was scared about placing a spirit mage because of Glurp coming in and
Mm.
killing the spirit mage and placing uh that's turn 2, the turn 2 I was talking about. Uh, Definitely interesting. I did get lucky on the rolls. I did get lucky on the rolls, but uh, I think we generally both played well.
Mm-hmm.
With I think that especially Champ, I really was worried. Like I was just scared of. Basically, he can do anything. It doesn't really matter what he has in his hand. He can do pretty much anything, and that's about it. I mean, it's a short game, but I think it's pretty interesting
I
at the end.
agree. It was interesting. Definitely a pleasure to watch. Thank you for joining me on the commentary. Thanks for getting up extra early to do it.
Ah, no problem.
And thanks to all our viewers for watching. We will see you guys next time for more Faction Masters.